Bruce Lee trained 8 hours a day, but his real power wasn't in those 8 hours. You think Bruce Lee was the strongest because he worked the hardest? Wrong. Today, I'm revealing the secret that 99% of people completely ignore. And trust me, this will change your entire approach to training. Bruce Lee weighed 165 pounds, lighter than the average adult male, but his 1-inch punch generated 350 pounds of force, more than a professional boxer. Scientists measured his speed 190 milliseconds for a complete punch, 5 times faster than a blink. Stay until the end because I'm going to share the exact technique Bruce Lee used every single morning. A technique even his students barely knew about, and this could be the game changer in your fitness journey. This might be the most underrated training secret that was never properly documented. Look, I've been studying martial arts for 5 years. Read Bruce Lee's books, watched documentaries, analyzed interviews with his students, and I found a pattern that was absolutely shocking. So let's jump directly into the core content. The biggest myth: more training equals better results. The entire fitness industry sells you this narrative. 2 hours in the gym, 6 days a week, hardcore grind. And people do it. But Bruce Lee's approach was completely opposite. Bruce Lee said in the 1960s, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." But this quote isn't just motivation. Bruce literally applied this principle. His actual training secret was active rest and conscious recovery. Sounds boring, right? But understand the science. First, muscle memory programming. Bruce Lee would repeat a single movement 50, 100 times, but he'd take breaks. 10 reps, 30 seconds rest, then mental rehearsal, then repeat. Because neuroscience tells us learning happens during rest, not during action. When you rest, your brain encodes the movement. Bruce Lee understood this without modern science. UCLA researchers proved in 2023 that practice with rest intervals creates 40% stronger motor memory than continuous practice. Second, anti-exhaustion training. Bruce Lee never trained to complete exhaustion. Why? Because when you're exhausted, your form breaks down. And repeating wrong form means wrong patterns get embedded in your brain. You've seen this at the gym, right? On the last set, people forget form, they just want to lift the weight. Bruce Lee said, "Stop before failure. Train the movement, not the exhaustion." Third, the 70% intensity rule. Bruce Lee's magic number was 70%. He trained at maximum 70% intensity for most sessions, full 100% only for competition or demonstration. Modern sports science has validated this. 70 to 80% intensity gives maximum skill development with minimum injury risk. You can maintain consistency, train daily without burnout. If this is making sense, drop a yes in the comments and tell me what your current training intensity is. So recap: quality over quantity, active rest, and the 70% rule. This was Bruce Lee's foundation. But this is just the beginning. What I'm about to share is the most powerful part. Bruce Lee's mind-muscle meditation technique. This is the secret that even his close students rarely discuss publicly. And if you're serious about fitness, hit that notification bell, because in the next video, I'm breaking down Bruce Lee's complete workout with modern variations. This wasn't normal meditation. Bruce Lee followed a ritual exactly 15 minutes before every training session. Step 1 was mental visualization for 5 minutes. Bruce Lee would close his eyes and imagine exact movements, punch trajectory, foot placement, energy flow, everything. Neuroscience calls this mental rehearsal. A Harvard Medical School study proved mental practice activates the same brain regions as physical practice. Basically, your brain can't differentiate between imagined versus real practice. Here's exactly how you apply this. Before going to the gym, visualize your workout for 5 minutes. If you're doing squats, feel the muscle contraction, breathing pattern, the weight of the bar. This pre-activation can improve your actual performance by 20 to 30%. Step 2 was breath control integration for 5 minutes. Bruce Lee combines Chinese martial arts and yogic breathing. His technique was inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6, hold for 2. What does this specific ratio do? It shifts your nervous system into rest and digest mode. meaning your body decreases stress hormones and increases recovery hormones. Contrarian take. Most people think you need an aggressive mindset for training, but Bruce Lee said, "Be calm like water, then strike like lightning." Step 3 was single-point focus declaration for 5 minutes. Before starting a session, Bruce Lee would declare a specific goal. Not vague good workout, but exact, like today I will perfect the sidekick chamber position. This was about focus psychology. When your brain gets a specific target, it allocates resources efficiently. If you don't understand this, your training is random, just moving weights without purpose. Here's the modern application for you. When you go to the gym, set a micro goal. Today my focus is mind-muscle connection in chest exercises, or today I'm working on squat depth. This specificity will exponentially increase your quality. Wait, here's the twist you didn't expect. Bruce Lee never repeated the same workout 2 days in a row. Why? Because his belief was repetition creates mastery, but variation creates adaptability. UFC fighters follow this same principle now. Your body needs to constantly adapt to new stimuli. Let me give you a real example. Brandon Lee, Bruce's son, said in an interview his dad never pushed harder, he always pushed smarter. Bruce Lee faced a serious back injury at age 32. Doctors said he might have to quit martial arts, but Bruce Lee applied exactly these principles. Active recovery, mental visualization, 70% intensity. In 6 months he came back stronger than before. His famous dragon flag exercise was actually developed after recovery. You might be thinking, I don't have time for meditation and planning. But here's the reality. Bruce Lee only did 90 minutes of focused training per day. The rest was recovery and mental work. You're wasting 2 hours at the gym without strategy. Let's do a rapid recap. Here's the complete framework. 1. Quality over quantity. 70% intensity, perfect form, active rest. 2. Mind-muscle meditation. 15-minute pre-training ritual. 3. Specific focus goals. 1 clear target per session. 4. Recovery equals growth. Training breaks down, rest builds up. 5. Variation creates adaptation. Change stimuli, keep body guessing. Now for the promised secret I mentioned in the beginning. Bruce Lee's morning ritual, the 5-minute flow state. Every morning, Bruce Lee would go to his backyard. First, he'd stand barefoot on the grass, grounding. Then he'd choose a single technique, 1 punch or 1 kick. And for exactly 5 minutes, he'd do only that one movement. Different speeds, different intensities, different mental focuses. This was flow state programming. Perfect one movement and your confidence compounds. And this discipline was most important to Bruce Lee. Daily practice, no excuses. Here are your action steps. Start these 3 things tomorrow. Day 1 to 7, apply the 70% rule to your current training. Don't go to complete exhaustion, focus on form. Day 8 to 14, add a 15-minute pre-training ritual. Visualization, breathing. Goal setting, day 15 to 30, 5-minute single movement practice in the morning. Choose any one exercise and focus on mastery. After 30 days, your approach will be fundamentally different. You'll become a smarter athlete, not just stronger. This was Bruce Lee's philosophy. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. Picture yourself 3 months from now. When you look in the mirror, you won't just see muscles, you'll see confidence, control, mastery. This is Bruce Lee's legacy. So now it's your turn. If you got even one valuable insight from this video, smash that like button, because we need to tell YouTube that this content is valuable. Drop a comment. What was your biggest takeaway? And which technique will you try first? Subscribe and hit that bell icon, because in the next video, I'm breaking down Bruce Lee's complete workout. Exercises, sets, reps, everything. You'll be able to follow that workout directly. Remember this Bruce Lee quote, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." You're not average. You can become focused. You can become elite. Starting today, go train smart. Be like water, my friend.